Hello everyone, Nolan West here. We just got our new budget projections in for the state and the numbers are not looking good. Minnesota, unlike the federal government, has to maintain a balanced budget and we can't spend money we don't have. And the last few years, we've had substantial budget surpluses. And at the beginning of this year, we were looking at a $1.5 billion budget surplus. But with this new projection, we now project that we'll have a $2.4 billion budget deficit. That's a loss of almost $4 billion. And this is not a good place to be. And on the call today with Minnesota Management and Budget, Commissioner Myron Franz laid out how his office got to these projections. And they expect a recession for the next 3 quarters. And this is led by a significant drop in consumer spending. Just in the month of March, consumer spending nationwide dropped by 7.5%. That's a huge number. And most of the country wasn't shut down like we are now until April. So even worse numbers on the consumer spending front could be on the horizon. And the projection also factors in that COVID-19 cases will peak in early summer and gradually dissipate after that. Wages are also expected to go down by 5.9% for Minnesota workers. Children's Minnesota, Boston Scientific, the Mayo Clinic, and many other businesses are all cutting employee pay or laying employees off, and sometimes both. And as I've covered in previous videos, nearly 80% of our state's revenue comes from income and sales taxes, which makes our revenue incredibly volatile as a state. And in good times, a surplus is easy, but it can quickly turn, which was made abundantly clear today. So with consumer spending dropping and wages falling, the state will take a massive hit in sales and income tax revenue, which is really what drove us down $4 billion to our current $2.4 billion projected deficit. But it isn't all bad news. The good news is we have a $2.359 billion budget reserve. The reserve is at record levels because each time our state has a budget surplus, we put a third of that into the budget reserve for a rainy day. And that rainy day has most definitely come. With our budget reserve, we can keep our state solvent without raising taxes when Minnesotans can least afford it. The budget reserve buys us valuable time to recover from this pandemic. When COVID is finally behind us, we should see an explosion of economic growth. And it won't get us back to where we started before all this happened, but it will come. And meanwhile, it's time for our state to batten down the hatches and tighten our belts for this coming economic storm. And if you're having trouble with anything in state government, whether it's the unemployment office or securing a loan to keep your business afloat, please don't hesitate to contact me. I will do whatever I can to help you get what you need, because right now they're just being overrun with requests. And as always, stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.